ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছো? আমার কথা শোনা যায়? ক্লিয়ার? এই তো আছে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। হাসান ভাই, কি অবস্থা? ভাইজান কেমন আছো? ভাই হাসান ভাই বলো। ভাইজান, আমার ভয়েস কি ঠিকঠাক আছে না? চলে না? নয়েজ তো যায় না। उसका उसमें होते होते का স্টেডিয়াম। আরে ভাই, আহ, সব দিক দেখ আপনি। চাইয়া যান, চালিয়ে যান। প্রচুর ছয়তে হবে হাসান ভাই, ডিভিশন অটো। প্রচুর ডিভিশন খেলতে হবে। টুর্নামেন্ট এখন না পরে ভাইজান, র্যাঙ্কিং এততে। দেখো, কালকে না 28-এ ছিলাম, আজকে দেখো অবস্থা কি। লেটস গো সোয়ারেজ, 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 সোয়ারেজ। লেটস গো সোয়ারেজ, অ্যামেজিং। লাইক দিয়ে দাও, লাইক দিয়ে দাও, লাইক দিয়ে দাও, প্রচুর লাইক দিতে হবো। হাসান ভাই, পরে টুর্নামেন্ট ক্রিয়েট কালকে করছিলাম, খেলা হয়েছিল। লাস্টের দিকে খেলছিলাম আমরা। তো আপাতত ডিভিশন খেলি, র্যাঙ্কটা আপ করি, দেন আমরা টুর্নামেন্টের দিকে যাবো। ঠিক আছে ভাইজান। এখন না, পরে পরে দিলামই তো ডিভিশনের জন্য টাইটেল, মাত্রই তো আসলাম, পরে খেলবো। কোথায় দিকে খেলবো আজকে? ওকে, ডেভিড গে। অপোনেন্ট তো ভালো, গুড। অ্যাটাকার, প্রচুর অ্যাটাক দিব। ও তো আমার ডিস্টার্ব করবো প্রচুর। হুম, ও তো ডিস্টার্ব করবো অনেক, অনেক ডিস্টার্ব করবো। এই তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, হ্যালো ভাই, কি খবর ভাইজান? কেমন আছো তুমি?
Football is, of
ভাই
course,
ভাই
ultimately
কি
but a
অবস্থা?
game, but
রাজু
in the
ভাই
last
কেমন
2
আছো
hours,
ভাইজান?
it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice,
ম্যাচে ঢুকতেছি,
and
হ্যাঁ?
there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Lionel Messi, one of the greatest, perhaps the greatest ever, European Player of the Year so many times. The first of those way back as a 22-year-old Jim in 2009. Yeah. It's Luis
Oh
Suarez!
shit!
And that's what you call
Oh shit!
inspired goalkeeping. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with
ওটা
that.
শট দিলে খুলে যেত। এই তো ভাইজান, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ
And
খুব
we
ভালো
have
আছি
our very
ভাইজান,
first corner.
আল্লাহর রহমতে। জি, ইজি গোল,
Van Bommel
ইজি।
is there and he can get that clear. Botafogo are looking to go forward now.
Oh.
Mateus calmly anticipates. Oh, good ball! Shoots! It's
নিজের
in!
দোষে গোলটা খাইলাম না?
Once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised
তাও একটা
because
গোল
his
খাইলাম।
instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
চোখে কি পড়ছে আল্লাহ!
I
এই
doubt
টাইমে
very much that this was in the script. Good ball, good take. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Luis Suarez. Not a
আরে
hint of offside here.
এটা কি ট্যাকেল
Oh,
দিছে?
it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so
কি ট্যাকেল
promising
দিল?
until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And it's Stoichkov.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Hodes!
ও রে!
And
সেই
he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he
নাইস।
anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. And that was nowhere near his best. And now they can spring out of defence. Akanji threads one in. Cruyff finds himself offside. Mateus. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge. A lot of space ahead of him.
কি ফাউল না?
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
ভাই লাল
That
কার্ড
is
দেওয়া
a
দরকার।
huge
এটা
moment
গোল,
in the context of
গোল
the
ছিল
game.
আমার, ইজি।
This then to draw level. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
লাল কার্ড খাইছে হারামি। থ্রো বল মারলে ভালো গোল ওঠে, বুঝছো? এখন সব থ্রো বলের খেলা, ডেঞ্জারাস রান মারে।
Botafogo choosing to make the first change. We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much.
Rummenigge.
আবার
This has
লাল কার্ড,
gone,
লাল
and
কার্ড,
the
ইজি
referee
লাল কার্ড।
has given a penalty. So
Yeah.
a big chance now from 12 yards. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called.
The comeback is complete.
Come, yes.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture
ভাই
of
বের হয়ে যা,
confidence
তুই দুইটা
that
লাল কার্ড
was
পেয়েছিস,
never
9
missing.
প্লেয়ার নিয়ে কি খেলবি তুই ভাই? বেরো বেরো ভাই, 2 কার্ড দিয়ে কি খেলবি তুই বল? এখন এইটারে কি কই দিবি? রেফারি নো ফেয়ার না, আইসা লাথি মারছে। ধুমধাম খেলবো, ডিভিশন খেলবো ধুমধাম কয়েকদিন, হারলে হাসছি। টপে যাইতে পারতাম জানো, টপ 100 মধ্যে যাইতে পারতাম আমি খেললে একটা না।
Botafogo making further changes here and in quick succession. Hernus is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from
Ooh,
here?
Yeah, it's all happening now.
Suarez,
Been
Suarez.
an upping of
Oh,
the intention,
Suarez,
urgency, a real
Suarez.
step up in possession and purpose now.
Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Cruyff. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Cruyff. That's the end of the first 45. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely
thumbnail-টা ঠিক
fantastic
আছে
watch,
নাকি?
Peter. I wish I
Thumbnail-টা
could come
ঠিক
here
করবো
every
না?
week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
চলে না thumbnail-টা?
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Ooh. Oh, मुझे
Ronaldo chasing after it. And this is Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cristiano Ronaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Shit.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Botafogo can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Mateus. Oh, it's Aguero! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He is through here. Alonso. And this is Messi. Oh, now he can run away. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
win hobo? কে বট হয়ে গেছে দিনে দিনে?
Corner number 2 then. That'll be a throw in.
ভাই ভাবি তো এখনো হয় নাই, জানি না ভাবি কে হবে, কেমন আছে, বিয়ের আগে মারা যায় নাকি বিয়ের পর মরবো, জানি না ভাই,
Well, that is one
বলতে
way to
পারলাম না।
stop him. Referee has just said play on.
আমার জোড়া কই আছে?
Shifted
কেমন
upfield.
আছে?
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Rummenigge gets
অফসাইড
flagged
কে দেখো
offside.
ফ্যাক্টরের পাওয়ার কি? লেখাপড়া তো শেষ ভাইজান। ইজি হেড রাইকার্ড রিও।
Closing in on goal.
ওকে।
Botafogo have reclaimed it.
আরে রিও
It's
রিও
run loose. Who's going to get there?
রিও
To
এটা কি করলি?
Neymar!
এটা কি করলি
Oh,
রিও?
good
কি
finish.
ইয়ার?
Again, we are level. What a contest.
Exactly what you want to see from your players.
আমি ছাইরা
Courage.
ছেড়ে গেম খেলতেছি
Fight
কেন?
in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
So we have movement on both benches. It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Caught offside that time.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is going...
Great chance! Whistle goes again. It's
আরে
an
সব অফসাইড
offside
হইতেছে
decision.
ভাই।
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, well measured. And he cuts out the supply. 4 extra minutes added on. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. Maldini. Oh, good read.
He read that really
আরে
well
ভাই
and
আমি তো
stopped
গোল
it.
দিয়ে দিতেছি। কি ভাই?
I think they're done. They are done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to...
আচ্ছা কি জানি প্রথম ভাবতেছে নাম কি জানি ও কি ওর গেম প্লে আগের মতো নাই। গেম প্লে অনেক চেঞ্জ হয়েছে। হাত বসাইতে টাইম লাগবো। সারাদিন গেম নিয়ে পড়ে থাকলে তাই ঠিক হয়ে যাবে। আইডিয়া ভাইয়ের নাম জানি কি? আইডিয়া ভাই এইসব উল্টা পাল্টা কথা বললো না জয়ীর।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
জাপান প্রীতি একটু ভালো না।
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary. And Batistuta!
ভাই
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And a header!
আরে ইজি
Not a bad try by any means.
ইজি
He
ভাই।
may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
গেমার ভাই কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছো? কিছু বলার নাই, কাউকে কিছু বলার নাই, যে যেটা ভালো বুঝে সেটাই করুক।
Sergi cuts it out. Cruyff aimed beyond the defence. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Mateus, can he get on the end of this? And he's found a way past. Mateus powering forward here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, great leap! They've scored! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
মুহিন কি বলে দিতে হবো আমার?
So
আমার
a
কিছু বলে দিতে
breakthrough
হবো?
already. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Aguero!
এই রিফ্লেক্স শটটা লাগলো না।
And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Looking for options for movement. And he's got Aguero!
ভাই
Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
And he shoots!
ভাই একটারে টান দিলে আরেকটা যায়, আরেকটা টান দিলে আরেক কিছু হয়। ও রে গেম কি যে হইছে।
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
পুরো মাথা নষ্ট গেম।
Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. And Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. That pass has been well intercepted. Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Lovely. Aguero!
হেই
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. He's got a goal! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
প্রো প্লেয়ার নাকি?
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Batistuta. Luis Suarez. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Suarez. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Suarez.
Shit, man.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both
না
midfield
খেলেও
and
খারাপ
indeed
করে
up
কি
front.
জানো,
Those players, I think, can carry
একটু
on
চেঞ্জ হয়েছে,
where
কিন্তু এই
they
গেম
left
প্লেটা
off after the break. They
তোমার
should impose
খেলতে
themselves
খেলতে
even
ঠিক
more,
হবো।
and probably only one
কি
result
করবা,
coming
কিছু
here.
করার নাই তো। খারাপ
Well,
করে নাই,
they've been
ভালোই
blessed
করছে,
with a
কিন্তু
goal late in the
খারাপটা
first
যে
half. 3-1
স্মুথ
is the
করছে
half-time
গেম,
score.
থ্রো পাসে বের হয়ে যায় তো,
We get things going again.
কিন্তু 24-এরটা ভালো ছিল,
Referee's given a throw.
কারণ 24-এ ড্রিবলিং করে খেলতে হইতো, এত সহজে থ্রু
And
বল
he's
দিয়ে বের
managed to gift
হওয়া
it
যেত না,
back.
ভালোই লাগতো তখন।
Mateus.
এখন তো বল দিলেই দুমদাম তো। এই যে
Distributed to
দেখছো,
Luis Suarez. It's Luis
ও
Suarez!
ভাই কি সেভ দিছে, এটা
Very quick to recover this.
সুপার সেভ দিয়ে দিছে। এই
Maldini
এটা কি সেভ
eases
দিল,
him off the ball. And it's Luis Suarez. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he skips past his man, spread out to the left. And this is Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez! Now, that's another chance!
ছাই রে কপাল,
That's a sharp
কি
finish!
লাক ভাই,
Some heroic goalkeeping,
কি
but
লাক।
even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just
ডিফেন্সটা
instinctively knew
প্রচুর
where the
কঠিন
ball
হয়ে
would
যায়,
be
বুঝছো,
and where he needed to put
ডিফেন্সটা
himself.
প্রচুর কঠিন হয়।
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he
এই যে
delivered.
দেখছো, মানে
Look at the space
কোথায়
here.
বের হয়ে যেতেছে,
No way through. And he shoots! And there's the
বাবা
goal!
ক্লিয়ার করে দিত ওবার, মানে গেমটাই থ্রো বল দিছি জুড়ে,
They just will not
ক্লিয়ার
lay
ছাড়া ভাই,
down.
এনে ক্লিয়ার কি করবো।
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
কি খেলা, মাথা
The
মতো
invitation
হ্যাং
was
হয়ে
clear
যেতেছে।
and it
না
was
করে না,
accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through, but shapes to shoot. Oh, classic Batistuta! A finish right from the top draw. And they've got their lead back.
তানভীর ভাই কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছো?
So we have movement on both benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Ajax really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shevchenko!
মানে কেমনে
And that's a tidy finish.
দেখো তো, এই যে ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখছি, এই যে এই সামনে ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখছি, নাই
Fortune favors the brave, and we've just seen an example.
লাভ আছে, এই যে ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখছি।
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there!
No, Doro.
Into the
Anda.
lead once more.
Doro.
And that was as close to certain as
SUÁREZ.
can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how
Which
they
আমার
let it
SUÁREZ.
happen.
এই যে SUÁREZ.
Well, this is what
Nice
we've been waiting for.
SUÁREZ.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially
SUÁREZ
decisive now.
SUÁREZ আমার.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
আরে
It's probably safe to say now.
Can he finish?
ভাই
Oh,
কি ভাই
split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was
গোল
well
আর
placed
গোল
to deal with that.
ভাই এইটাই ডিফেন্স ভাই সবারই সমস্যা
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. And now they can spring out of defence.
হবে খেলা হবে এইভাবেই হবে খেলতে হবে প্রচুর
And here's Aguero. Into stoppage time. Very little left on it. Threads one in. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Short changes him with that pass. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Shevchenko. Goes for a shot!
ভাই মানে পুটকির নিচ দিয়ে বল কেমনে যান তুমি দেখো এই যে দেখো প্লেয়ারের এইটা কেমনে বল যায় এইটা বল কিভাবে যায় ভাই এটা বল কিভাবে যায় মানে এটা কিভাবে যায় বল
Magic. What a magical football match.
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম
Genuine
জুনায়েদ ভাই
respect all round.
মানে তুমি ডিফেন্স রে মানে ধাক্কা মাইরা মানে পুটকির নিচ দিয়ে বল গেল মানে ভাই কিভাবে ভাই এই বল
In this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
কি অবস্থা জুনায়েদ ভাই কেমন আছো না বাস যাইতেছে না মানে জিতা ম্যাচ ড্র হইতাছে বুঝছো মানে আমি লিডে 3-4 গোলে তো শুধু মনে করলো থ্রো বলে মনে করলা ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখছি ভাই ম্যাচ আপের মাঝখান দিয়ে তোমার গোল যদি হয় তাহলে কেমন দেখা যায় তুমি বলো ভাই তাহলে ম্যাচ আপ করে লাভ কি তাহলে লাস্ট সিট দিয়ে খেলি লাস্ট উস্তা দিয়ে খেলি বল আসতে দিমু না পাশা বরাবর লাত্তি মারমু বল পাইয়া উইরা চুক্কি মারমু মনে করলা ওই যে মোস্তফা গেম খেলছো না চুক্কি মারে লাভ মেরে যে একেবারে বুকের মধ্যে এই যে এরকম করে খেলতে হবে আরে আর বইলো না দুই পায়ের মাঝখান দিয়া জায়গা মিয়া এত সহজ চলো খেলি কুতকুত খেলি কুতকুত খেলি ভাই সে ভালো আরে ভাই দেখতেছো না মিয়া কি হইতাছে
Well, football is, of course, ultimately
কি
just a
হচ্ছে
game, but
আমার
for the
সাথে
next
এসব
2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
ভাই সুয়ারেজ স্যারে কি লিখছে
And that
কিভাবে
gets
কিনবা
things running.
আমার ম্যাচ শুরু হয়ে গেছে
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Of course, it's Sergio Aguero. Just the slightest glimpse of goal and he'll find a way of putting the ball in the back of the net. He's scored such a variety over the years, but his build-up play...
Rummenigge! What a
ভাই
wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him.
আমার
And
রুমই
we
গেই
can't be
অলওয়েজ
surprised because his instinct for doing
কিনবা
this
কিভাবে
is
নক
incredible.
দিও ইয়েতে
The
নক দিও
movement
আমাকে
so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective
নাম
on the break, then the
এখন
key
তো
element is
দামের
always pace.
যে
That's what
দাম
really rips defenses apart.
সুয়ারেজ
And
না
it's
কিনাই
difficult
ভালো
to find
বাদ
an
দাও
answer to it when it's applied
আমি
like
ভাই
that.
Slovenia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Messi. Rummenigge. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot!
ওকে মেসি
He's got a goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper.
সুয়ারেজ
Such
সুয়ারেজ
confidence and composure.
ও
Shoots to shoot!
ওরে রান মেক রে ধইরা রাখে কে
Quarter of an hour played.
কি রান মেক
And
সুয়ারেজ
there's
দেখো
his
কি রান
chance
মেক
to lead
করে
the counter. Now that looks
ওই
a
দেখো
decent ball. Can he
লিড
latch
যাওয়ার
onto
পরে
it?
যদি এই যে নে এই যে হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Aguero. And no, he's seen through all of that. So what can they make of this? Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi, Luis Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that's been intercepted. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Aguero. It's Aguero!
ওকে
Oh, Prosper! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Messi plays a sharp little ball here. Aguero ploughing through the middle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Look at the space here.
শিট মেসি দিয়ে গোল দিতে পারতাম কিন্তু ভাবলাম একটা কাল মারি কারণ
Messi.
কাল দিতে যায় তো দেখা
Pass is
যায় বলই
intercepted. Rijkaard. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but
Okay.
ultimately there was no way through. Messi.
নাইস
The referee has signalled for half-time.
তনু কি খবর
Through
কেমন
for the
আছো
first 45 minutes.
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes?
যারা যারা ভাইজান লাইক দাও
Sides
লাইক দিয়ে দাও
separated by 2.
আর কে কে সুয়ারেজ কিনছো একটু কমেন্ট করো কে কে সুয়ারেজ কিনছো
So
সুয়ারেজ
we're
নি
off
কে কে
again.
ছয়তেছো
Engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away?
ওরে রান মেক সুয়ারেজ ও সুয়ারেজ
Yes!
সেই
And they are disappearing out of sight. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that has not gone well. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's Messi. Messi. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning.
Oh, he's having a go!
ও সুয়ারেজ
Sure, that was not one
ও
of his best.
নাইস
It's certainly a bold
যাই হোক
attempt, and there's
ব্যালেন্স
nothing
ছাড়া
wrong with
কাল
that.
মারছিলাম
Shame he didn't work the keeper a
ভালো
bit
শট
more, though.
দিতে এই ফুটবল তানভীর ভাইয়ের সাথে কি অল্টা দিব মুই তোমরা কি বলতেছো না বলতেছো তোমরা কি আছো এ কেমনে কি বাও তো ভালো না ম্যানচেস্টার ইউনাইটেড গোল খাইতেছে কেমনে এটা কি মানা যায় হ্যাঁ 4-2 হয়ে গেছে বাও কি বাও কি বাও তো শেষ মিলানে এসি মিলানে যে কুয়াই দিল বাও তো ভালো না হ্যাঁ এসি মিলানে যে কুবাই দিতেছে বাও কি এই কি অবস্থা রাফসান ভাই কি খবর কেমন আছো ভাইজান আছি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাইজান ভালো আছি সুয়ারেজ কেমন খেলে এই যে সুপার ডুপার সুয়ারেজ রামোসে গোল দিচ্ছে দুইটা ও মানে দুইটা অ্যাসিস্ট একটা গোল পর্তুগালের রামোস লুকা মডরিচ খেলতেছে ও বাবা রে রাশফোর্ডে কি করলো কিছুই না রাশফোর্ড আমার ফেভারিট ছিল কিন্তু ওর খেলা তো দিন দিন আচ্ছা গার্নাঞ্চো জানি কোথায় আছে এখন গার্নাঞ্চো ডিলেট ইনজুরিতে ছিল তো মন্টো ইনজুরিতে ছিল না না তানভীর ভাই ব্রক বুঝেন না মিয়া কি বলে গরিব সামি ভাই আমি তোমার থেকে গরিব এত কেজি ট্রফি মাদ্রিদ গুলিত ওরে গুলিত দিয়ে তো আমার কাঁপাই দিব জগার দে গালি দে শহর থেকে না হতে সুয়ারেজ বেস্ট বা সুয়ারেজ যে কার্ডটা নিব না।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the
সুয়ারেজ যে
choreography, the
নিব না সে
camaraderie.
মনে
The
করলা যে
fans have pulled
আচ্ছা
out all
বাউ
the stops
সুইটটা
to make
খায়া
this a monumental occasion.
দরকার একটু।
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central
হলুদের শরবত
characters
খাওয়া দরকার,
who are ready now to perform.
করল্লার চা খাওয়া দরকার, মুলার চা খাওয়া দরকার।
So we're up and running. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one
আর
embodied
পাস
it
দেওয়া দরকার
better
কি,
on
পাস
the
দেওয়া
pitch than
দরকার
this
কি,
man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He
পাস
has the
দেওয়া
pace,
দরকার
the
নাই,
power,
সুয়ারেজ দি
the
গোলটা
technique
হইতো।
to play anywhere across
আমি
the
ভুইলা
front
যাই
line, but he also has the
যে ডিরেক্ট
intelligence
দৌড়মালি
to
গোল
use
হয়ে
it
যাব।
to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill
মিস
in and
করলাম গোল।
cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
Yeah, he really does have it all. Oh, super ball! They want to be quick to recover this.
আমি পাস দিলে এরকম হয় কে, ফ্যাক শট মারলে আমার সাথে এরকম 2 নাম্বারই হয় কেন?
Now it's Aguero, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso, Mateus.
আরে ভাই ইজি
Yeah,
গোল
the
আমার
crowd have
এগুলা,
tried to spark some excitement,
আমার
but
ইজি
to
গোল
no
গেছে
avail.
অনেক।
This needs something explosive.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mateus, can he get it through? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
ওরে ভাই
He's
কই
had
শট
it
মারছে,
up! Oh,
কই শট মার,
nice! Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than
কই
that.
শট মারছে বুঝলাম, ও কি বিচ কাল মারলো ভাই, ও জীবনে বিচ কাল মারছে? আমার মনে হয় কি জীবনের প্রথম একটা বিচ কাল মারবার গেছিল, তাও আবার আকাশে উপরে দিয়া।
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Forward tracking back like that,
ফার্স্ট টাইম
always
পাস দে
appreciated
ভাই,
by the
ফার্স্ট
crowd.
টাইম,
Yeah, listen, we often get
এত টাইম
critical of
লাগে
a forward's
পাস
tackle,
দিতে?
but that was squeaky clean.
হুম,
Oh, he's
গুড মর্নিং,
enjoyed that.
আমারে
He
গুড মর্নিং করে দিছে।
evidently loves the contest.
কানেক্ট গেল, এই আমি আসছি, হ্যালো হ্যালো, আমি কে আছি ভাই, আমার নেট যাইছ না ভাই, নেট ঠিক আছে? আহ, এমন এমনই তো হয়। বিষয়টা কি জানো, এখন বল নিয়েই না সোজা দৌড় দিবা, তাইলেই মনে করলে ইজি গোল হয়ে যাবে। মানে বল পাইছো না, সোজা দৌড় মারবা, ডিরেক্ট সোজা দৌড়, সোজা দৌড় মারলে দেখবা যে ঢুকিয়া পড়ছো। মানে আগের প্লেইং স্টাইল তো মুখস্থ খেলা না, কেমনে ভাই, ভাই এগুলা ভাই মানে, মানে আমি কি করছি না, আমার নেট তো আমি আমি কি করছি ভাই, মানে এগুলো কোনো কথা, গেম না অন্য কিছু ভাই, মানে গেম খেলবো, হতাশ আর হতাশ, সমস্যা নাই, নাটক করো এরকম, আমরাও নাটক দেখতে থাকি, কয়দিন এরকম নাটক করো। নাটক, প্রচুর নাটক করতে হবে, করো নাটক, নাটক দেখি। নাটক দেখবো নাটক। ঠিক আছে। না দেখছো হুদাই ভাই হারাই দিল না, এটা গেম খেলবো মানে এত কষ্ট করে ধরো মনে করলে ম্যাচ জিতেই করি, পরে যায় দিল এরকম লস। লিটারালি আমি ভাই দুটা ম্যাচ আমার উইন, মানে আমি অ্যাটাক দিতে পারতেছি না, রেস করতেছে, মানে মানে দুই পায়ের মাঝখান দিয়া বল জায়গা ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখলেও। সুয়ারেজ প্যাক কত, কত যে বলমু, এত দামে কম দিতাছি, ওই ভাই আমার কইতেছে ভাই এমনি ভাই সেল দেওয়ার দরকার নাই, বাদ দাও, কষ্ট হয়, প্যারা বেশি, ইও নাই, এমন অবস্থা হয়ে গেছে। তুমি পেজে নক দিও, আমার ইনবক্স পেজে অ্যাড হয়ে থাকো। ও sorry, এই যে কি করতে মনে নাই, ভুলে গেছি, আরেকটা কি কাজ করবো দেখো। শোনো, যারা যারা কয়েন কিনে না, অনেকেই আছে কয়েন কিনে তারপরে স্পিন দেয়, আমি লাইভে মনে করলে স্পিন দিয়ে যদিও
This is
ওরকম
the
কোনো প্যাক
choreography, the camaraderie.
ওপেন
The
বের
fans
করতে
have
চায়,
pulled out all the
কয়েন
stops to
কিনে,
make this a monumental
এরকম কেউ
occasion.
থাকলে
Well, it looks like
বইল।
a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
কি হলো?
Absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does indeed. And I think
Mateus! Magnificent from Mateus!
well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Driving forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball has bounced loose now. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi, so no flag here. And that is
সরি টিপ লাগে নাই,
masterful defending.
আজব,
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last
সরি
we'll
টাচ
see of
লাগে
him.
নাই। কি গেম খেলতেছি আমি আসলে,
Robertson.
একদিক দিয়ে এদিক দিয়ে লাগ খারাপ,
Well, I
আরেক
wouldn't
দিক
quite
দিয়ে এদিক
advise
দিয়ে
they
আমার
should
টাচে
resort to
দিন
risk-taking at this
খারাপ
stage.
গেলে
There's plenty of time left yet.
কত দিক দিয়ে যায়,
Can he get it through?
তাই না?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's
And the finish!
ইজি
And
গোলটা
needless
দেখো।
to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Suarez. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Xavi Alonso is behind this one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Alonso!
ওরে সেভ দিয়ে দিছে।
And that was nowhere near his best. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah,
And the shot!
ও ভাই কি সেভ!
Denied by an instinctive save.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had a
তন্ময়
beating
ভাই,
of the keeper.
কারে কি বলতেছ?
And we have our very first corner. Oh, good
ওরে
climb! No, just
বলে
not
উপরে দিয়ে
quite.
মারে।
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get
করে
on the
না,
ball
হ্যাঁ,
again
green
and
আছে,
give it
green
another
আছে।
crack. I would.
মাথায় গোল দিছে। খুব ভালো এনজয় করতেছি।
And here's Aguero. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge. And this is Messi. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Garcia getting this one clear.
দাও না, অটোমেটিক হাইরে যাইতেছি না খেললেও
Now it's
হাত দিয়ে
Isak.
দিতেছে। নেট বলে
Mateus
চলে যায়, আমার
cuts
নেট
so
সব ঠিক,
cleverly
লাইভ চলতেছে,
past the
এটা বলে
press.
নেট বলে আমার সমস্যা, তাহলে বুঝো।
And that was very necessary. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mateus. Pele.
ম্যাচ আপ
And
হয়ে
it's
গেছে তাও বলে
half-time.
বল নেই না।
Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very
হইছে, কয়বার
simple.
হবো এমন,
Keep
আরেকবার
the
হইবে।
intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
ভাই রেড আছে ভাই। এটা এটাকে থাকে যে
So let's get the ball
তো আর
rolling.
এটাকে থাকবো।
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about
এটা
how to
করলে তো
adjust the
এই যে
balance of
খালি
your
হয়ে যায়,
team.
এই যে
I mean,
ডিফেন্স।
you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that has left him in a heap. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Luis Suarez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
This looks promising. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Just about up to the hour now. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's really well cleared.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Robertson. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
উল্টাপাল্টা খেলা খেলতেছে এখন, বুঝছো?
Mateus
মাথা মতো
has
ঠিক
found the
না
heads
থাকলে
here, of
উল্টাপাল্টা
course.
খেলা নেই।
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Robertson. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Pele. Puyol. And this is Pele. He's got away. Pele! Oh, this looks sharp.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Garcia. Pass is just off target.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
থাকুক, যে যার যে লাইভে থাকুক, সমস্যা নেই আমার। কোথায় করতেছে না, ফোন টোন ভিডিও একেবারে নেট এন্ট্রি করতেছে প্রচুর খেলা, ভালো লাগে না। কি অবস্থা জাহিদুল ভাই, কেমন আছো? এই তো আছি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভাইজান, ভালো।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Tries one from range. Lampard, a legend of his time.
As openings go, this is up there. Another
ভাই
magnificent
উইনিং রেট
finish
আর
from
এখন বাজে
Mr.
ভাই,
Magnificent.
কি দেখবা
This could be good.
খেলাই বাজে
Very good.
হইতেছে।
And a trademark
আপডেটের পরে ভাই গেম
ends
প্লে
with
চেঞ্জ
the
হইছে না,
inevitable
কারণ মনে করলা
classy
যে
finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
70-এর উপরে ছিল।
I doubt very
এখন
much
তো
that
শেষ
this was in the
একদম
script.
আজকে
And that's been intercepted.
That was well
কনামি
played.
আমার সাথে যা
Well
করতেছে
stopped. It's a decent chance to counter attack.
বুঝছি
First quarter of an hour gone.
ম্যাচ আপ হয় না
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the
ডিফেন্স
referee has let it go. Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping.
নেট
Really
মনে
looked
করলাম
sharp
গেম
there, didn't he?
চলতেছে
That's
বের
very
করে
well played.
দেয়
Barcelona with their first corner.
পজ
The first
জন
of the game for either side, actually.
আতর ভাই খবর কেমন আছো
Messi goes short. Stood up well to him there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Buffon clears.
আর এখন একটা গোল খাইলাম ও বাবা
Put
রং
through
বল
in.
থেকে শট মারছে বারে দুইটা চোর
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Xavi Alonso. Out for a throw. Rijkaard. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
He's having a pop!
awesome sorry
Suarez! He just has something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So they have it. Real chance!
ভাই এটা কেমনে
Oh, what has happened here? And another try!
এটা তো ভাই
He was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly,
right.
Peter, that's for sure.
Okay, let's see that hero.
Terrific effort!
Go. Yes,
He's
go.
delivered all right! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rijkaard cuts out the pass. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi! Nicely aimed pass. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge. Great vision. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
দেখি
Corner
আমার
number 2
খেলতে
then.
একদমই ই লাগতেছে না, কমফোর্ট লাগতেছে না।
Messi plays it short.
সারাদিনে আসলাম
And
বাসায়
now
এখন,
a
বুঝছো?
sudden chance to counter. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for shapes to shoot?
আর কত
But
ভাই
it's
সেভ
come
দিই,
back out to
আর
him.
কত সেভ দিই ভাই,
It's a goal.
আর কত, আর
And they
কত।
get themselves in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this
ম্যাচ
time.
খেলতাম
That's
যদি
smart
রেটিংটা
play from
বাড়াইতে
him, actually,
পারতাম,
Peter. That
কিন্তু
goal was all about
ওই
positioning.
একটা ম্যাচ
Being
লস
able
দিয়ে মনে করলেন
instinctively
খেলাটা
to
পুরো
peep
নষ্ট হয়ে
should
দিচ্ছে।
the keeper have
বুঝতেছো
gotten
কত
a
মাইনাস
little
দিচ্ছে
jittery.
ওইখানে?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the counter is on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Luis Suarez.
এই যে দেখো
Suarez
ম্যাচ আপ
has
করে যদি
lots
বল
of
চলে যায় তাহলে
possibilities,
লাভ
but
কি
in the
হইলো
end
আমার?
it's fruitless. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish?
সেভটা দেখো।
Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
ও
Rummenigge has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
ঘরে দেখা আরেকটা গোল হবে, হবে আরেকটা গোল হবে।
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite. Oh, that's a foul in a
লাল
dangerous
কার্ড
area.
দিই।
The referee's come over. It's a red card. I do think he's feeling the
আমি তো
effects of
ছোট
that
থেকেই ফোন
tackle.
চালাই, আমি
Well, Jim, I
কখনো
suppose that was
আমি
the
জন্মের
only
পর
possible
থেকেই
outcome in the
ফোন চালাই
circumstances.
He
মনে হলো বড়
really
হয়েছি।
ended up between a rock and a hard
আমার ফোন
place then,
কিনে দিছিল
Peter.
2010-এ,
Probably took
তখন
the
10,500
harder
টাকা
choice.
দিয়া নোকিয়া 300i ক্লাসিক। তখন নোকিয়ার বাটন ফোন ছিল ওইটা 2010 সালে। এমনি তখন আম্মুনির ফোন ছিল, আব্বুর ফোন ছিল, এগুলাই এখন আম্মুর ফোনই থাকতো, গেম খেলতাম, চার গেম ছিল, আরো অনেক নোকিয়াতে কি কি গেম ছিল। আর 10 সালে ওইটা আমার কিনা দেয়
Great chance here for a position
3.3
and this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between
কত
them.
মেগাপিক্সেল ছিল? 3.5 মেগাপিক্সেল ক্যামেরা ছিল।
Luis Suarez! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
I think we're just about done here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gerrard takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
আর পেস আমি খেলি 2013-14 থেকে, পেস
And the
খেলি
referee's brought play back and
পেস
shown him a yellow card.
2012 খেলতাম আমি তখন পেজ 2012
So
খেলছি,
will they make it count again?
68 ফোনে খেলছিলাম।
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
ঠিক
And
আছে,
that is it. The referee
পেজ
has seen
ভালো
enough.
খেলতাম তখন। তারপর আরেকটা
What a
গেম ছিল
terrific
তখন,
response it was to
তোমার
adversity.
আনারস
What a
আসতো, মানে ফল
fantastic
ফলান্তি
game
আসতো,
from
টমেটো
those
আসতো, ওগুলা
players. What
কাটাকাটি গেম খেলতাম।
unity, what joy.
তারপর আরেকটা
That was so very, very
আর
good.
আমি তো নোকিয়া অনেক কি খেলতাম জানো,
Terrific
ক্রিকেট খেলতাম।
recovery. A real
আর নোকিয়া যখন পিচ্ছি ছিলাম 2007-8 হয়তো বা, আরেকটা নোকিয়া ফোনে তোমার ওই ফুটবল গেম খেলা যেত ওইটাতে, নোকিয়া ওইটাতে তোমার ফুটবল গেম খেলা যেত। আমি প্রচুর গেম খেলছি ভাই, প্রচুর গেম খেলছি আমার লাইফে ভাই, পুরো গেমের উপরে দিয়ে গেছে। এই জন্য তো লেখাপড়া করি না এরকম, আমি তো ওরকম লেখাপড়া করি নাই, কিন্তু ভাই গেম খেলছি প্রচুর লাইফে। ওই পরীক্ষার আগে পড়ছি, মনে করলাম যে পরীক্ষা দিয়েছি, রেজাল্ট আবার ব্রিগেড এ গ্রেডের রেজাল্ট হয় নাই কখনো, কারণ ওরকম পড়ি নাই। হ্যাঁ, এ গ্রেডের রেজাল্ট হয়েছিল তোমার যখন আমি 2 এ হোস্টেলে ছিলাম, স্টাডি করতাম যখন 2 এ, তো তখন আমি আহ, মোটামুটি রুল আমার 2 ছিল। শরীফুল ভাই, ভুলে গেছি ভাই, উইনিং রেট অনেক বাজে ভাই, আমি অনেক ম্যাচ হাইরে গেছি, অনেক ড্র হয়ে গেছে। 50 হবো মেবি, 53-2 এমন হবে মেবি। স্টাডি শেষ হইছে, এখন এসএসসি বেচ কত হইতে পারে, রিসেন্ট শেষ হইছে, এখন বুঝো ন্যাশনাল থেকে পড়ছি, আরো তো গেপ পড়ছে প্রচুর। বললামই তো উইনিং রেট এখন বাজে, প্রচুর বাজে। লাইভে আইসা গেম প্লে ওরকম করাও যায় না। জিতবো মনে হয়, তো জিতবোই, এরকম যদি খেলে, এরকম পারফরমেন্স যদি দেয়, তাহলে ইনশাল্লাহ জিতা যাবো। বাইরে বাইরের হাওয়া আমি পরে খাইতেছি। আমার হাতের অবস্থা বাজে, বুঝলাম না এনে ব্যথা করতেছে কেন। ও, সকালে তো বাড়ি খাইছিলাম, এই জন্যই তো এদিকে ব্যথা। ভুইলা গেছি ভাই, সব ভুইলা যায়, কি যে রোগ হইছে। অনেক দূরত শরীফ পড়তে হবো, তাইলে এইগুলা মানুষে ভুইলা যায়, বুঝছো, মন গুলা রোগ ধরছে। আমরা তো আমলই করি না, আমল করলে আজকে মাথা এত ক্লিন থাকতো, এই যে গেম টেমে পইরা জীবনটা দিতেছে ধ্বংস কইরা, বুঝছো। অপোনেন্ট তো যে এক একটা প্লেয়ার পড়তেছে, অপোনেন্ট ডিনার শেষ ভাই? না না, আব্বু ডাকতেছে, ডিনার তো শেষ করি নাই। মাথা আজকে নষ্ট করে দিতেছে গেমে, দেখো না মিয়া, গেমে ঢুকেই দেখো না,
So bring it
জিতা
on.
ম্যাচ
Height,
মনে
expectation,
করলা,
emotion. The game yet to kick off.
ফুটকির
The
নিজে বল
excitement's
জায়গা,
already palpable.
চাপ হয় না, বল মনে করলা ম্যাচ সেইটা দিয়ে ওর
It looks
যে
like a
গোল
big
হয়ে
game,
যেতেছে,
sounds like a big
জেনে
game.
গোল দিতেছে
Everyone
মনে করো
involved is
ভরপুর, লিডে
absolutely up
থেকে
for it.
মানে ড্র হয়ে যেতেছে ম্যাচ, জিতা ম্যাচ ড্র হইতাছে, জিতা ম্যাচ একটা হাইরা গেলাম, আরেকটা জিতা ম্যাচ মনে করলা যে অটোমেটিক উইন দিয়ে দিল। দেখলাই তো, নেট খারাপ বলে আমার, আবার এই দিক দিয়ে আমার লাইফ ঠিকই চলতেছে। হুম।
And that gets things running.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his versatility...
Can he finish? And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. And the counter is on. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Are,
And here's Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. And he should have made them pay.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. It's run loose here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In towards the back stick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And he's in on goal. Now Mbappe!
Arre Neuer!
Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Super! এই যে পুটকিন নিচে ভাই বল জায়গা ভাই ভাই কেমনি খেলবো ভাই বলো তোমরাই বলো ভাই এটা আমার গেম কুতকুত খেলতেছি ভাই মনে হয়
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. This looks promising. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's shoots!
ভাই মনে হয় কুতকুত খেলতেছেন কুতকুত
And we have liftoff. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart. And it's
আমাদের
difficult
এখানে
to
বুঝছো
find an
ইয়ে
answer to
সার্ভার
it when
গেমিং
it's
সার্ভার
applied like that.
আলাদা করে নাই সমস্যা দেই নেই ঢাকা আবার সার্ভার আছে তোমাদের এখানে গেমিং সার্ভার আছে ওয়াইফাই গেমিং নেট ভালো পাও তোমরা ঢাকা যারা থাকো জি স্মুথ চলে তোমাদের ঢাকা
Threads one in. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
আমার এক বন্ধু যখন ল্যান খেলতে গিয়েছিল ঢাকায়
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little
কি জানি একটা
inspiration
মিনিট
and
আছে তোমাদের ঢাকা
inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
না জানি না তোমরা কোন ওয়াইফাই চালাও কোন ব্র্যান্ডের ওয়াইফাই চালাও কিন্তু অনেক অনেক ব্র্যান্ডেরই আছে যে একটা নেটওয়ার্ক থাকে যেরকম রিয়েল আইপি বুঝছো যেরকম রিয়েল আইপি থাকলে তুমি নেট সেই পাবা আর গেমিং এর জন্য আলাদা সার্ভারই
Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Luis Suarez!
Oh, Suarez!
He's got it! Goal!
Shoe! Suarez, shoe!
Now, and they are cruising.
Suarez, shoe!
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rijkaard.
কি বুঝলাম না।
And that's been
অপর
intercepted.
টিম
He
দেখছো
played that
আর
really
আমার
well
টিম
and
দেখো
stopped it.
Gerrard.
কিরকম ইটা করতেছে অপো।
Rui Costa. It's a threatening ball. Judge,
হ্যাঁ, দেখো
surely!
এই দেখো অপর দেখো
And
দেখো
it's in!
ও তো শট মারলেই গোল।
Back
ওর যে
within one! They have them in their sights again!
অপর
That is so good.
ইব্রাহিমোভিচ
Such
টপ
sharp
আছে
skills
নাই কি।
and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably...
He's had a shot!
দেখো দেখো কি করে ভাই, অপো দেখো কি করতেছে
Oh,
আমার।
split second
একটু
reaction.
পরে
I think
কুকিং
he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
আমার একটু পরে রান্না
Here's
করে
their
খাইয়া ফেলবো।
second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks
রিও
on.
Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good for
ভিয়েরা
him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Ferdinand.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's got the beating of his man.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Messi. And he's played it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Maldini.
ও ভাই থাকে, কারেন্ট থাকে যায় আর কি, মাঝে মাঝে আসে আবার যায় এরকম আর কি।
And that's definitely not his best.
না না না
The
না
final 5 minutes. And here's Suarez. And he's been shifted off it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Passes short and sharp. Well, that has not gone well. Quality ball. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from
কি
the very
প্লেয়ারের
beginning.
সাথে জিতলাম,
Rummenigge claiming the man of the match award.
ভালো প্লেয়ারের
And
সাথে আবার
there is
জিতে যায়
very
দেখো।
little room for argument.
অপোনেন্ট কত ভালো টিম, ভালো
So there
প্লেয়ার
it
ছিল,
is. What struck you most about that?
কষ্ট মষ্ট করে আবার জিতে গেছে। কি চলতেছে তোমাদের মাঝে, কি আলাপ চলে কেন ভাই তুমি আমার কাছে? মুইনরে নিয়ে কি হয়েছে? হ্যাঁ, মুইনরে নিয়ে কি হয়েছে? তলে তলে টেম্পো চালাই কে? মুইন ভাই হইছে বাহির, নীরব কিন্তু ভিতরে অনেক কিছু চলে। জাপানি টেম্পো। এ ভাই ওয়েলকাম টোয়েলকাম কইরো, কেউ আসছে? তোমরা তো দেখা যায় তুমি এটা জাপানি টেম্পো, বাইরের দেশেরও কেউ আসছে ওয়েলকাম কইরো। ওয়েলকাম গায়ে ওয়েলকাম টু কি জানি উল্টা কথাটা জানি কি ছিল হ্যালো চ্যানেল ওয়েলকাম টু মাই গাইড এইটা হ্যাঁ হ্যালো চ্যানেল ওয়েলকাম টু মাই গাইড হ্যালো চ্যানেল ওয়েলকাম টু মাই গাইড
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
তোমাদের
the
অবস্থা হচ্ছে
camaraderie.
এরকম
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that
শালা
noise. This place is
গাইড বলে দিবার
definitely up
আমনে
for it.
আমনে একটা
Let's hope to
ক্যাশন
get a
বলে দিবা
contest worthy of the setting.
চলো চলে চলো
So
চলো
off we
চলো
go
চলো
then.
চলো 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 চলো
Who do you think this
এই যে
turns on, Jim?
ও
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every
বেরি
department,
চালাক
Peter.
ব্রো
He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant.
It's Pele!
ভাই ম্যাচ আপ
Brilliant
তো
from Pele!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent
ম্যাচ
finish
আপের
from
মাঝখান
Mr.
দিয়া
Magnificent. This could be good.
আচ্ছা আমিও মারি
Very
তাইলে
good.
চলো
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just
mierda
toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So, a breakthrough already. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Messi!
Yeah.
Nearly, but not quite. Now it's Luis Suarez. This is a promising build-up. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Cruzeiro clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Driving forward, and that is a little undercooked. And it's Luis Suarez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left.
Great chance!
কর্নার করে আগে
He's
কর্নার
given
গোল দিই
that plenty, but no. And we have our very first corner.
কর্নারেই দিতে হবে আমার
Suarez can get it clear. He's having a hit!
ওহো রে সুয়ারেজ
And
তুমি
that's what you call inspired
ওইখান থেকে
goalkeeping.
মারতেছো
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Pele. Looking for the run and the through ball. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's trying to hit the front line here. Mateus. Luis Suarez.
Oh, great feat that.
It's Luis Suarez!
যাও সুয়ারেজ
Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
না এই ম্যাচ জিতা
Well,
নেই
we're starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've
জয়রুল
just seen
কই
the
জয়রুল
proof.
কই
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be...
Luis Suarez!
ও
Crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first
জয়রুল
half?
একটা ডাক দাও
Well, I don't think
ও
either
হয়ে
side
গেছে
will
বলি
have
কাম
too
ভুলে
much
গেছি
to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
আমার কি ভয়েস ক্লিয়ার যায় নাকি ভয়েস বাড়াইতে হবে আরো? আমার ফোন বুঝছো এতই গরম
Second
হয়,
period then underway.
ডিসপ্লে টাচ করতে করতে আর মনে হয় ডিসপ্লে টাচ করাই যাব না। এই যে রে ব্যাক পাস, এই যে ব্যাক পাস দিচ্ছি।
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele, and he's worked it through. Oh, goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Luis Suarez looking
আরে
understandably
কই
energized
পাচ্ছি?
after his goal. And here's Suarez.
ভাই বলো এখন বলো এগুলা যদি
Oh, there's the clearance.
ভাই এগেইন ভাই বারবার এরকম হইতেছে ভাই।
And that's been one straight back.
ভাই বল ছেড়ে দিতেছে
Now
কেন?
it's Luis
এই
Suarez.
যে বল যাবি
Xabi
কেন তো
Alonso
তারা
makes
এই
the
ম্যাচে করে রাখো।
interception. Now it's Pele. Well, the defence proved infallible. And Beckham!
ক্লিয়ার
David
না করে
Beckham! Another
নাটক
picture
করতেছে।
postcard goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have movement on both benches. Cruzeiro with the lead. So Jim, is that the manager telling the Forlan? Fantastic from Forlan! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Luis Suarez. Here's a chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Corner number 2 then. Cruzeiro are looking to go forward now. A probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Luis Suarez, and no, that was never going to make it. Owen powering forward here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe.
কি
And
ম্যাচআপ
simple.
দেখছো ওদের? আমার ডিফেন্ডার এক একটা ভাই
Nicely
আসলে
weighted ball.
খাইছে কিছু বুঝছো আজকে
Forlan. Now it's Owen. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
সবার পর তিনি দিয়ে বল যায়
Tries from distance.
খেলতে
And that's another fine save. Tries to play it through. Knocks it into space. This looks promising. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
এটিই তো বাইরে দিতে পারলাম না রাতে কি খেললাম দিতাম ড্র হয়েছে হুদ্দায় আজকে অনেকগুলো রুম কি ক্রিয়েট করবো কাস্টম টুর্নামেন্ট খেললে তো কেউ খেলে না পরে চলে যাবা কই চলে যাবা কেন খেলবা না চলে যাবা কেন কিসে আর কেউ আছে কি কে কে আছো খেলবো তো কে কে আছে দেখি খেলার মতো কে কে আছো একজন থাকলে তো চলবো না। একজন থাকলে ক্রিয়েট করে লাভ কি? Oh. জহিরুলের কোনো খোঁজ নাই। জহিরুল কই? মহিন, জহিরুল কই?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter...
And Messi! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Mateus. Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Oh, good climb!
Ori,
That's going to go a long way.
কি save.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Always goal side. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Neither side yet able to find the net. Space for him to turn and look. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Flamengo really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mateus. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Flamengo always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And this is Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Mateus. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Good strike. Oh, he's having a go!
Ooh!
He's done very well to get to that.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. That gets us going once more. So the first half brought no goals. He won't be happy with that one. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Varane gets over and intercepts. And here's Batistuta. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Batistuta. Mbappe. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Roberto Carlos goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, that's great chance! And yes, it's there! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And Batistuta! And it's in!
Gas,
Level
guess, ভাই, guess না, guess ভাই, এটা বলছো। তুমি কি ইয়াতে কমেন্ট করতেছ? কম্পিউটার দেখে?
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Batistuta really has looked sharp, hasn't he?
ওরে সুয়ারেজ!
And the shot!
Oh!
And no mistake!
ওপি
And the
রামনি
comeback
সুয়ারেজ!
is complete!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for the run. And this is Messi. And he's running through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
এর লাগি টাইপিং মিস করা নাকি?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players
And tries one from range.
ও ওরে গোল দিতে
And
পারছিলাম।
that really should have been that.
Suarez really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Batistuta chasing after it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Batistuta. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu, 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, he's going to be
ক্লিয়ার করে
disappointed with
দিতে হবে
that.
আমার।
Well, he got
এগুলার
run
পাস
because he was
খেলাই
under
যাবে না,
pressure.
অনেক গোল খাই, অনেক গোল খাই।
And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power
বাংলাদেশে
of
অভ্যস্ত
will.
না
And
সেটা।
this place is bouncing. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
এখানে বললাম ই দিয়ে দিবা, এ ওই ই দিয়া এ বোঝায়, বুঝছো? বাংলাতে এ আছে না, বাংলাতে এ বোঝাইলো ই দিয়া, আর একার দিবা, একার বোঝাইলো ই দিয়া হইলো একার, আই দিয়া হইলো ঋষিকার, ঠিক আছে? ডিগিকার হইলো ডাবল ই, আর আকার হইলো এ। গেছে সে ছ মনে করলাম ডি ডাবল এইচ মানে ছ গেছে গা। অনেক কাহিনী রে ভাই। বাংলিশ বাংলিশ কে কে আসছো লাইভে কমেন্ট করো ভাইজান, কে কে আসছো একটু আমার মুইন ভাই বাংলিশটা শিখিয়ে দিয়ে যাও। বাংলিশ ওরে আগে আরো আগায় আরো। আগায় আরো দুইটা ব্লিচ। চলো সবাই চলো।
The noise is just
তাহলে
about
তুমি
reaching a
বাংলিশ
crescendo
শিখবা না?
here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He is is through here. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, Rumi,
There
nice.
it is!
Awesome.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the
Nice
reason
finish.
we've just seen. They have a
What
habit
a
of
run
making
make.
their presence felt, and here we are.
যারা যারা
Early
লাইক দাও না
stages,
ভাইজান
a
লাইক দিয়ে
scrub
দাও,
one.
যারা যারা
All
নতুন
too we can
কমেন্ট করো।
want.
One sweeping move,
সবাইকে ওয়েলকাম
executed
ভাই
with
ব্রাদার।
deadly efficiency.
কত
Just when they
কোপাইতে হবো?
thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all
জুনায়েদ
due
ভাই
to
কোথা থেকে
wonderful
আসছো এতক্ষণ পরে?
counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So a breakthrough already.
না বল তো লুজ করা যাবে না, যা দেখতেছি
And it's Modric.
লস করা যাবে না।
And the counter is on. Luis Suarez. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Vieri. Aguero never out of the action for very long. And here's Suarez. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
ও রে,
And it's been hooked away.
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আমি অল টাইমই ছিলাম, অল টাইম ছিলাম।
Mateus.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
Eyüpspor definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance!
নো
Slow
ফেয়ার
scale,
ভাই।
they want to get it back. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
শিট, ডাবল টাচটা লাগে নাই সময় মতো।
And it's Messi.
এই টাইম
Oh,
আইসা
nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Baresi. Modric. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got
মই
the
না তখন
lead
কোথায়
and that
ছিলাম?
gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a
জহিরুল রে
case of
খুঁজে
so
পাইলা না না?
far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And Aguero!
Oh,
Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nicely weighted ball. Schneider. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Modric. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's a foul.
লাল কার্ড, ডিরেক্ট লাল কার্ড।
And he's going to have his name taken. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Alonso! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem!
কি
An
বুঝছা বিষয়টা বুঝছা?
absolute gem!
বুঝছো ফ্রি
And
কিকের
there's the
বিষয়টা
goal
বুঝছো?
they've been looking for. A true
समझ गए तुम लोग?
beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he
আজকের
made
কি
it look
টুর্নামেন্ট ভুলেই
effortless,
যাবো ভাই।
clearly a training ground
আরে ভাই কি
perfectionist.
খবর, কেমন আছো ভাইজান?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Rijkaard.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Luis Suarez. He's had it taken off him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pepe. It's Schneider. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Last tournament কি খেলবো ভাই?
Knocks it into
Tournament খেললে তো
space.
টাইম লাগবো ভাইজান।
And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite
Tournament
believe
খেললে
he's
তো
missed that,
ভাইজান
Peter.
টাইম লাগবে। নাবিল ভাই দিনকাল কেমন যাচ্ছে ভাইজান তোমার? কেমন আছো?
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And here's Aguero. And he's there to get it away. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to play it through. And he's cut it out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot!
এই রে নিজের দোষে গোল
And
খেয়ে গেল
it's
না?
in! Right back in the game! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of
নিজের
it.
দোষে
Such a
গোল খেললাম
well-worked
এখন
finish.
ম্যাচ
It looked
খেলো
like he
না
was
হয়।
going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to
আরে
repay that
পাঁচ
faith.
কই?
I think the
শেষ।
manager's claiming an assist here.
Ayubspor cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Desperate defending required here.
আজকে না শো ভাই কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছো? কালকে ইনশাল্লাহ রাতে খেলা হবে টুর্নামেন্ট। কালকে তো খেলছিলাম, সেদিনও খেলছিলাম টুর্নামেন্ট।
Gerrard tries to clear. Baresi, great ball, and he's in here. Played in with purpose. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Ayubspor really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Luis Suarez!
Suarez!
And it's in!
Nice!
And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Speed of thought, efficiency of
যারা
movement,
যারা
and
লাইক দেও নাই ভাই, লাইক দিয়ে দাও। আর কে
Such
কে
a
নিউ
smart
আছো কমেন্ট
finish,
করো, কে
and the
কে নিউ
setup
আছো।
was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover them.
It's Luis Suarez!
আরে লেট পাও দিস তো।
And he has kept it out somehow.
চালটা ওয়ান সেট করে।
And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths.
নিউরা এসে লজ্জা পায়, কমেন্ট করে না যারা নিউ, বুঝছো? এখন লেটেন্সি একটু কম করবো, নেট চালায় মনে করলা যে পোলাপানে এখন ঘুমায় 3টা 4টার পরে। খাইতে আমি তুলতেছি, সবকিছু করতেছি, তুমি রেখে দাও। ওই ঘরের থেকে দেখো খাবারের লেগে জোর দিতে নাকি এটা রেস্ট করাই। আবার রাইকারে অনেক ধ্বংস করে দিতেছে আজকে, রাইকারে অনেক বল মিস করছে, সেভ করতেই পারতেছে না। আর বলে 2 পায়ের নিচ দিয়ে বল চলে যায়, এতটাই প্রভাব আজকে। রাইকারের ফর্ম প্রচুর ভালো, 2 পায়ের মাঝখান
So
দিয়ে বল
bring it
চলে
on.
যায়
Hype,
দুমদাম।
expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
একটা ডিএমএ প্রচুর দরকার, একটা
Just
ডিএমএ থাকলে
listen to
খুব
that
ভালো।
noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Played into the box.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Tchouameni. The ball has bounced loose now. And they can counter here. To Luis Suarez. Gerrard. Gerrard wants to run onto this. And that has been cleared. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Figo. Neither side yet able to find the net. Strong running down that left flank. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Ferdinand going vertical. And it's Gerrard. Messi. That's going to go a long way. Nicely spread. And that is a little undercooked. Almost half an hour in now. Looking for a runner. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Silvestre, is always looking to play quality balls. And they've switched it over to the other side. And here's Figo.
Such good technique.
He's got away. In towards the back stick. Ferdinand tries to clear. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Dembele. That is a brilliant interception. And we have our very first corner. Silvestre. This is their second corner of the game.
ভাই শেষ করেন না কেরে ওই যে 1700 করি 1600 তো ছিল তাই না মুইনে আজকে ড্র হারি জিতা ম্যাচ ড্র করতে করতে তো মনে হয়
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Silvestre clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game.
আরে ভাই এইটা গুড
Tries one from range. Oh, it's hit the post.
সিরিয়াসলি কপাল ভাই কপাল লাক
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with a second very soon.
Bleach color, loose color, okay, super soft. নামাইছে আমরা কি ওটা নামাবো না এই তো আমাদের আগে আর কি
We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Luis Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Well, Luis Suarez!
Okay, Suarez. Nice.
And that was his 20th goal for this team. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
যাই হোক সুয়ারেজ ভাই ওপি
So here comes a substitution.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Not the most convincing of passes. Silvestre clears without hesitation. 60 minutes played. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Back where it came from. Goes for a shot!
Hi!
Well taken goal. And they're back in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
ম্যাচ আপ কি নাই?
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. And here's Thuram, comes under pressure and it's come loose.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Munich surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from
ডিভিশনের প্রবলেম
Suarez!
হচ্ছে নাকি ভাই? ডিভিশন
That is
প্রবলেম
a
কি?
gem! An absolute
প্রবলেম তো
gem!
হইতেছিল আগে,
Once
এখন
more
তো
they've
ঠিকঠাকই
done it!
খেলতেছি।
They just will
আমার
not lie
প্লেয়ারে
down!
মনে করলো যে
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Calm, composed,
ও
confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess
ও
the wrong thing to do. Made him look a
এই
bit
কাহিনী,
silly,
আমার
Peter.
মিডে প্লেয়ারই নাই।
Quite a game this, all square again.
পরে
At this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And now they can clear their lines. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's
ফাউল
brought
না
it down, and it is a
ভাই,
penalty.
ভাই
So
প্লাস্টিক
a
রে ভাই।
big chance now from 12 yards.
ও কোন দিক দিয়ে মারবো বলো, কমেন্ট করো, কোন দিক দিয়ে মারবো?
So this to turn it right round.
ডানে লেফটে হিউর মিয়া আইশাল্লাহ
Save from Khan.
সুজাই মারতাম, সুজা মাইরা মারলাম না।
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen. Well, in my opinion,
সুজাই
set
মারতাম, আমি
pieces
সুজা
are
মাইরা
a
মারলাম না, আমি
50-50
ভাবছিলাম যে
moments,
সুজাই মারবো।
and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's at the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Luis Suarez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
সতেরোশো কইরা তারপর ঘুমাম আজকে, খাইতেও যাবো না, 1700 ঘুমাম ভাই। আরে আমি সুজাই মারতাম রে ভাই, ডানে সবে ডানেই জাম দেয় বেশিরভাগ, বুঝছো? বেসিক্যালি আগের ট্রিক্সটা এখন কাজে লাগে না। আগে একটা ট্রিক্স ছিল যে তোমার প্লান্টিকে, ওই ট্রিক্সটা অনেক কাজে লাগতো। প্লান্টিকে কখনো আমার গোল মিস যাইতো না, এখন অনেক যায়। ওই ট্রিক্সটা এখন কাজে লাগে না। সুপার সুয়ারেজ তো মনে করলো যে কি বলবো, সুপার। সুয়ারেজ যা নেও না, সুয়ারেজ
Well,
নিয়ে নাও।
football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
সুয়ারেজ
hours,
পুরাই
it
কুল।
might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This
সুয়ারেজের
certainly matters.
সামক এতকের মধ্যে একটা
Just
ভালো
listen
ফোন
to that
সার্চ করে।
noise. This place is
তো ফোন
definitely
টোন
up
এখন
for it.
দেখি না,
Let's hope we get a
কি
contest
ভালো
worthy of
ফোন
the
সার্চ
setting.
করবো। সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড একটা ফোন নিয়ে নেন, ফোনের
So
ভিতরে
things are underway.
চিনা পরিচিত দেখে
So Jim, tell me this: who
মনে
are
করলাম
you looking
25,000
for in
টাকা দিয়ে কিনছে
particular here?
কেউ,
Well, it's hard to ignore
ফোনের
Bellingham,
ভিতরে খেয়াল দিয়ে
Peter,
দিব, এরকম দেখে
because he's been
ভালো ফোন।
compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep
নতুন ফোন
that make him
এটার মধ্যে
a great threat. Will he reach
ভালো
those
পাওয়া
heights?
যাবো?
He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah. He's having a hit.
ভাই দে দে,
Goal!
ঠিক আছে
Glorious! Well,
ঠিক
this is
আছে,
already looking rather ominous for
ওকে
the
নাই।
Opposition. When a player
ম্যাচ
of
আপ
his
করে রাখছে, ওই
caliber
যে
can
দেখো
open
ম্যাচ
up
আপ
the
করে রাখছে,
scoring with a
ওর সামনে
brilliantly
কিন্তু আমি
classy
ম্যাচ আপ
finish,
করে রাখছি।
it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the
ভাই
keeper
কি
before he
বল,
even saw.
মানে
Incredible he got so much power with
সিম্পল
so little backlift.
ইজি পায়াবল।
So the game's first significant
ছি
moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
ছি ভাই,
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge, and this is Luis Suarez, and he's managed to... Luis Suarez!
এই যে কালি দিতে পারি নাই,
That's just playing it safe and
একদম
simple.
লো, তাও ভালো সেভ দিছে।
And he's managed to get rid.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they
আরে
should
ভাই,
resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Luis Suarez. Mateus. Oh, he's having a shot!
ভাই কেমনে
Oh, that was no routine
কেমনে
save.
এটা,
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
এটা কেমনে সম্ভব?
And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it, and it's hit the woodwork
আমার
and
ভাই
out.
এগুলো গেম
And that
গেম
was
খেলতে মন
very
চাইতেছে না।
necessary. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Maldini. Messi. Great vision. It's Luis Suarez!
ইয়েস ইয়েস সুয়ারেজ।
Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly.
সেকেন্ড
I
হ্যান্ড
think
নিবা,
he's even managed to
আইফোন
surprise
নিলে
himself,
ভালো
Peter.
হয়। সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড 11 নিয়ে খেলতে পারো,
So they have it all to do again.
তাহলে তো
I'll
দাম লাগবে
happily
বেশি,
watch this
30-এর
every
ভিতরে
week,
যাইতে
Peter.
হবে,
This is exactly what you want
কারণ
from a
চার্জ
big game.
কিন্তু কম থাকবো বলে
Size
দিলাম।
really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
নিলে একটু
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
ব্যাটারি হেলথ একটু বেশি,
And now they've
12
got
নিতে পারো,
strong
13
air
নিতে পারো।
defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed
চার্জের
with that.
সমস্যা দিব কিন্তু অন্য
The
ফোন,
idea was a good
মানে
one.
আইফোন
The
1
execution of
ঘন্টা
it
খেলতে
not
পারবো
quite
না
so.
মনে হয়, এরকম অবস্থা
Clearly
থাকবে।
is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
He's shifting through the gears here. Impressive jump.
কই দাও নানির বাড়ি ধ্যাত
Not
দাও,
a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched it that
এন্ড্রয়েডের
bit,
ভিতরে
even
নাও,
though it
যাও
was quite
ওইখানে
close.
চার্জ দিবা, সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড ফোনে যাবা। আমারটা 12 প্রো ম্যাক্স, যদি ফোন নাও আইফোনের মধ্যে তাহলে প্রো
Is
ম্যাক্স
looking
নিবা,
to influence the game
প্রো
from out
ম্যাক্সে চার্জ
wide.
থাকবে বেশি।
Bellingham.
আমি এখন
And
কোনো
he's quick
ফোনই
to
দেখি
return
না,
it.
ফোন
Passes
বললো
short
বাইক
and
বললো
sharp.
আমার লাইফে এইসব আমি দেখা বাদ দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। যখন আমি
Well, that's
আইফোন
good
কিনছি তখন
defending.
এইসব
He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to
ফোন
get
দেখা
on
বাদ
the
দিয়ে
turn.
দিচ্ছি, তারপরে গাড়ি কেনার পর
Luis
গাড়ি দেখা বাদ
Suarez.
দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
And Mateus.
এই যে
No,
5
not
দিছি কই
quite on the
যায়
same
কই।
wavelength. That's the end of the first 45.
12 প্রো ম্যাক্স অনেক ভালো হবে, ভালো
Or half empty. Neither side yet
প্লাস
truly to impose
গেমিং
themselves.
করতে
And
পারবা,
it's level pegging up
কিন্তু
at half time.
সমস্যা আছে 12 প্রো ম্যাক্স গেমিং এর জন্য।
Anything
তো
you'd like to express on the
ফোন
first half?
হইলে
Well,
অটোমেটিক
both
ব্রাইটনেস
sides would
কমে
have
যায়,
expected
আর
a closely fought
হ্যাঁ
match,
আরেকটা
and
মানে
that's pretty
ফোনে
much
আরেকটা
what we've
প্রবলেম
got so far.
যে
The early exchanges, I think, in this second
অলওয়েজ
half
ঠান্ডার ভিতরে
will
ভাই
be
গেম
worth
খেলতে
keeping
হবে,
an eye on to see if
না
any
হলে কিন্তু অনেক
adjustments
প্রবলেম
have been
করবে।
made to change
এমনই
things.
লেগ দিব, গেম
Well, it
যাবা
has been
আটকা
tight.
একদম,
It's been
চার্জই
competitive.
করতে পারবা না,
Each side with
এত
one
হিট হয়
significant
ফোন।
moment. And at
আইফোন
half time,
অনেক
the
হিট হয়,
score is 1-1.
আমি তো 4টা 5টা
And
ফ্যান
we're
চালাই
already
তারপর
back
কিনি।
up and running after half time. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Zanetti. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he was alert to it. And he thumps it clear.
যারা আইফোন চালায় তাদেরকে বললো, তাদের কাছ থেকে ফোন নিয়ে একদিন খেললো,
Maldini.
গরমের ভিতরে একটু বাইরে ফোন
Barcelona are
গেম
looking
খেললো,
to play on the counter here, aren't they?
দেখবা
Well,
কি
I think it's
অবস্থা
pretty
হয়।
clear they've changed their shape.
1 মিনিট জাস্ট
Certainly
খেলবা,
when defending, at least, because they've got to
তারপর
be
দেখবা
ready
কি
to
অবস্থা।
hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's come off the upright.
দাদা কি
Goal!
কপাল খারাপ,
Barcelona!
ম্যাচের কপালই
And
খারাপ এই ম্যাচ,
again they
বুঝছো?
hit the front. He'll
এইগুলো
take
বলে গোল
that.
খেয়ে যাইতেছি,
Perhaps not the
কেমনে কেমনে
prettiest, but they all
সমানে
count.
গোল খেয়ে
Listen,
যাইতেছি।
he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona with the lead. And Messi!
ভাই সেভ দে, আরো
Oh,
সেভ দে,
fine
আরো
stop
সেভ
from the
দে।
keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
দাঁড়াও, এখন তোমার এসএসসি থোড়া মনে না মাইন একটু হাডাহাডি করি, হাডাহাডি সুপার বক্স। গোল কি হবে? কে লাইক নিয়ে চিনিমিনি করে, লাইক দিয়ে আবার আনলাইক করে, ওয়াও, এই চিনিমিনি তো জোস লাগলো।
Corner number 2 then.
ইজি হেড, ইজি
Terrific effort.
ভাই বলে তো দূর গেল।
He will be livid with himself.
এ তো কাহিনী তো অনেকটা হয়েছে। কর্নারে তো গোল বের করা দরকার।
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just
আসো
didn't
আসো
work
আসো,
out for the run that he made.
They should
যাও
have
যাও
done a lot
যাও
better there. The
যাও
final ball was very poor.
Taken back almost at once.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
আরে থোরাম থোরাম থোরামের পাঁচটা যা,
Well, this could be it
পাঁচ যা,
for something close to
পারফেক্ট
a
পাঁচ
minor
যা,
miracle.
Well, I like to
1
see,
to 1.
Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically
দেরি
expect
করে।
now?
আরে গোল কি দেখছো না, কি সেভ গুলা দিছে, 100% গোল সেভ দিয়ে দিছে দুইটা, ইজি গোল।
Xavi Alonso. Lovely
এই
pass,
এই
but
ম্যাচে
can he
আসলে
get there?
কপালে নাই বুঝছো।
He has a... There's the shot!
আরে
And
অফসাইড,
he scores!
অফসাইড বলে,
Ah, it's offside and that'll count for nothing.
অফসাইড
Well,
বলে।
needless to say, he
কেমনে খেলবো তাইলে
disagrees.
বলো,
Disappointment, and...
কেমনে কি?
but that signals the very end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but
মানে এই
alas,
দেখো,
that
মানে
wasn't to be,
হাইলাইটসটা
and
দেখো,
they go down by the odd
মানে
goal.
এই দেখো, ধরো এই
So
গোলটা
what do you
খাইছি
take
দেখো,
away from it all,
ওর
Jim?
কপালটা
Well, in
দেখো,
all
এই যে
honesty,
ম্যাচ আপ করে
Peter,
রাখছে
this
দেখো,
would have been seen as a
ম্যাচ আপ
very
করে রাখছে
winnable
ওর
game,
সামনে,
but it
মুখের
turned into
সামনে,
a typical
আচ্ছা
case
এখান
of
থেকে
how
বল
not
গেল,
to maximise your home advantage. And
ওই
I
যে
think
ম্যাচ
in
আপ
the
করে
end
রাখছে,
they
ওই যে
got
দেখো
it,
সামনে
Peter.
ম্যাচ আপ করে রাখছে, গোল
The
খাইলাম
crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that.
পরে,
They got a bit down on their team
এই যে দেখো,
early in
এই
the
যে
game,
দেখো
and it just
সেভটা,
went downhill from there.
সেভটা দেখো,
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
সুয়ারেজের সেভটা, আচ্ছা এটা গোল হইছে, ওই সেভটা দেখো, সুয়ারেজের একটা সেভ দিছে, এই গোলটা দেখো, জিকে যে নরমাল ওই যে নাম জানি কি জিকে এর নামটা, এই দেখো, এই দেখো আইসা ধর, এই যে না আসলো, ওয়াও কত সুন্দর গোল। এটা কই, এখানে সেভ, এই যে এইটা তো 100% গোল ছিল, যাই হোক ওই ইয়েটা দেখাইতেছে না কেন, সোয়ারেজের একটা কাল সেভ দিছে, সোয়ারেজের একটা কাল কিন্তু সেভ দিছে, ইজি কাল, ওটা সেভ দিছে। ভাই আপনি, আমি তো খেলা পারি না, ওটা তো আমি আগে থেকে বলি, আমি অনেক বাজে খেলি ভাই, এটা নতুন না তো, এটা ওল্ড। সেলিম ভাই কেমন আছো ভাই জান, সালিম ভাই জান কেমন আছো তুমি? একটা বাজতেছে। কিভাবে হবে ভাই? তখন মনে করলো 1700 হয়ে যাবে, দেখলাই তো অটোমেটিক ম্যাচ দিয়ে দিল, লস করে। খেলার মাঝে লোডিং, কিন্তু তোমাদের সাথে আবার কন্টাক্ট খুবই ভালো, কথা চলতেছে, আবার ম্যাচ দিছো হারায়া। আর এখন দেখো ভাই। ওকে, চলো এই ম্যাচ খেলে চলে যেতে হবে। আমার সেই খিদা ধরছে ভাই। চলো। আদিব ভাই হাসো কেন? আদিব ভাইরে মাঠে নামায় দেই, আদিব ভাই বিচ কাল মারবো, এই ডি বক্স থেকে ওই ডি বক্সে গোল হয়ে যাবে একদম,
What a
কি
scene
বলো?
we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
কার্লোসের মতো।
stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to
কি
perform.
ভাই? ভাই অভিনয় করিস না ভাই, সময় নেই ভাই, অভিনয় পরে করি।
So we're up and running.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's Messi!
আমার প্লেয়ারের শরীর রাখতেছে,
Zambrota.
এত সুন্দর
Messi.
ট্রাম নিয়ে বের হয়ে ঢুকলাম
Shevchenko.
ভিতরে,
And it's Messi.
পর দেখি আমার প্লেয়ারই সেভ
Well,
করে
the
দিচ্ছে।
defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
ও
And he's
সুয়ারেস,
found a way past.
ও
Shooting
সুয়ারেস,
chance.
ও সুয়ারেস, ও
Goal!
ভাই,
And
উফ
the
সুয়ারেস,
trademark
উফ
move
পুরাই,
ends with the inevitable
সুয়ারেস পুরাই
classy
উফ।
finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
নিউ মেসিটা কোনটা, ওই যে
Japan
ফ্রিজে
finding
ফ্রিজ দিছে যে,
themselves
ওটা
unexpectedly
দিয়ে আমি
behind.
খেলি নাই, দেখলাম তো মোটামুটি ভালোই স্টেট দিছে।
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's managed to get free. Xavi Alonso.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Pepe calmly anticipates.
Japan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this. And Messi!
ছি মানে
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right
ও
place to block it.
কপাল,
The keeper's very relieved.
কপাল, দিস ইজ
Excellent
লাক,
challenge there, uncompromising.
সুইটেবল লাক।
Cruyff, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Luis Suarez!
ও
It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
শিট,
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Ferran Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. And Shevchenko! And he They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that brings the first half to a close.
প্যাকেটটা
Nothing
মানে
to separate the
লিজেন্ড
two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go,
লিভিং
and
লিজেন্ড
they
নাকি
head
যে
into
ওইটা
the break. All
লিভিং
square.
লিজেন্ডটা
Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I
যে
think
ওয়ার্ল্ড
we've got a
কাপের
good
মেসি যে
indication
দিছে
of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
মেসির গার্ড
Well, it's
তো
been
সবই
intriguing stuff so far, and
বেসিক্যালি
it's 1-1 at the break.
আমার সবথেকে
Both
ভালো
teams
লাগে ওই যে
looking
ক্রিয়েটিভ
for a
প্লে মেকার যে
pick-me-up in
মেসি
the
না
second
ওটা
half.
খুবই জোস
The second half is up and running. Well
ভাই
timed,
এত
excellent interception. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Cruyff, and it's Messi. Neymar, now can they get him a shot at goal? Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Japan leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Can he latch on to this?
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
মেসি দিয়ে ফিনিশ
Mateus
দিমো
can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, super ball. And the shot! It's a loose ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
No outsmarting him this time.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's the throw.
আহ সাতাশের পেকের মেসি আবার কোনটা সাতাশের পেক কোনটা আবার হ্যাঁ সাতাশে কি মেসি দিছে কবে আজকে দিচ্ছে নাকি আজকে কি মেসি দিছে মেসি পেক আসছে নাকি
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more
ও
dynamism
আচ্ছা
to
আচ্ছা
that front
এটা
line.
বললো যে
Not the
ও
most
বুঝছি
accurate
বুঝছি এখন
pass. Guardiola.
কয়েন দিয়ে যে প্যাক ওটা ওটা তো বল বা ক্লিয়ার করে
Gerrard.
বলো
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Gerrard delivers.
Well,
আরো
that's certainly more like it.
এত
They
জোরে
can't let
হেড
the
দিছে
intensity
ভাই
drop now, Peter.
হাত ছিঁড়ে
They're
গেছে
looking
ভাই
a whole lot
হাত
more
ভেঙে
rigid
গেছে
now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the shot!
আরে
And it's
সুয়ারেজ
in!
ভাই সুয়ারেজ ভাই
What
সুয়ারেজ ভাই
remarkable powers of recovery!
ভাই
Wow,
কি বলবো
this
ভাই
is so
সুয়ারেজ
good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
আসলে সুয়ারেজ চাই
A horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation
হ্যাঁ বুঝছি
utterly
বুঝছি কোনটা
avoidable
বলছে
that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Japan
এখন
really
বুঝছি
were
কোনটার
asking
কথা
for
বলছে
trouble
ওটা
there by failing to
আসলে দেখি
cope
নাই
with a formidable press.
দেখতে হইব আমার
So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Luis Suarez. Cruyff. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Can he get it through? Gerrard finding himself in space. Oh, good effort! It's hit
ভাই
the
গোল দে
upright.
ভাই, গোল দে, গোল দে
Oh,
ভাই,
wow!
গোল দে
That's
ভাই।
crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
আমি
Great
ভাই এখন
pace,
যারে পাই
great
তারে দেই
time,
ফিনিশ দিচ্ছি,
and a
রিল্যাক্স
fine
রিল্যাক্স ভাই।
instinctive finish.
এখন
Listen, he would have been
এখন
advised
যারে
to
পাইছি
do
তারে দেই
that as a
ফিনিশ
kid,
দিচ্ছি। এখন
and
আমি
it's
নামাইছি
obviously
থুরাম রে
etched
ক্রস
in
খেলার
his
জন্য।
mind now.
দেখো না, 1-2-1 করে
And
খালি
that's
করতেছি।
it. And with that, it's time
এখন
for me to thank Jim
স্ট্র্যাটেজি
Beglin
একটু চেঞ্জ
and to
করছি, কারণ
wish
ম্যাচ
you
তো
a
জিততে
very
হবে।
good evening.
টাইটেল দিয়েছি সুয়ারেজের, একটু খেললি সুয়ারেজ দে। আর সুয়ারেজ কিন্তু সুপার, আসলে সুপার। আর আর ম্যাচ খেলতে হবো না আমি ভাই, অনেক ম্যাচ হাইরে গেছি আজকে। ম্যাচ হারছি, জিতছি, ড্র হয়েছে বেশিরভাগ, অনেক জেতা ম্যাচগুলো ড্র হয়েছে, জেতা ম্যাচ হারছি প্রচুর। গেম প্লে অনেকটা বুঝছো চেঞ্জ হয়েছে। এটা আসলে খেলা খেলতে খেলতে তোমার খেলা আসবো, একটু প্র্যাকটিস দরকার। তো চলে যাই নাকি? বাই ব্রাদার, আল্লাহ হাফেজ, টেক কেয়ার, সবাইকে আসসালামু আলাইকুম রহমতুল্লাহ।